everybody. It's 96.9 FM, Baton Rouge Community Radio. It's Wednesday night. It's time for another episode of High Cotton Radio.
My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? Come on, tell me, baby. In the pond, where the sun don't ever shine. I was shivering all night too. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. Where's that, baby? In the pond, where the sun don't ever shine. I bet you will all night too. My girl, don't you lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? Come on and tell me something about it. In the ponds, where the sun don't ever shine. I bet you will all night too. Shiver for me now. What happened down there? My husband was a hard-working man, killed a mile and a half from here. What happened to him? His head was found in a driver wheel, and his body never been found. My girl, don't you lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? Come on and tell me something about it. In the ponds, where the sun don't ever shine. I bet you will all night too.
All right, that was Where'd You Sleep Last Night? And that's how you know it's time for another episode of High Cotton Radio. We're your hosts, the Zulu Doc and DJ Unit. DJ Unit.
Bonsoir.
How you feeling this day?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. You know, I love this cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it makes me feel like I'm back in Holland. And so I'm enjoying myself. You know, just thanking Jah for this beautiful weather. Got
to bless Jah and bless Jah for we'll be cruising around the newly minted Gulf of America soon.
That's right.
Just us two.
Yeah.
And a lot going on. We have a very special guest that we're going to get to in just a minute, a dear friend of the show who's in town from California. But also it's a big day because it was Elvis's birthday today. David Bowie as well, but Elvis too. And someone else's birthday. I think DJ Chessmaster.
What's up, guys? It's DJ Chessmaster. Today's my birthday.
Are you enjoying being 10 years old?
Yeah.
10.
Does it feel different than being 9?
Not at all.
Okay, same. Any message that you want to send to the people? Anything that you want to put out there into the world?
Study well.
Tip your bartenders.
And
Call your mom.
Call your parents when you're old.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty good.
If you're a parent, don't send your kids to school.
Yeah, and never play cards with someone whose first name is a city, right? We learned that from Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox. Because if Memphis Mike tries to play cards with you, he's gonna hustle you, like how you hustle people playing chess. If Dallas Dave wants to play you in blackjack, no. Never play cards with someone whose first name is a city. That was wonderful. Happy birthday. And to start off that, we thought that we'd play something in honor of DJ Chessmaster. Here he is, the king himself.
You ain't looking for a hound dog, crying but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. High class, well that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class, well that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never gonna have it and you ain't no friend of
All right, you bunch of freaks. That was the king himself, who, DJ Unit, how old would Elvis been today had the Russians not had him taken down, had Putin not had him taken down? I'm going to guess so Willie's 91, 92. Yeah. I'm going to guess Elvis would be 90? How old would Elvis? Can you look that up?
He would be 89.
Only 89. He'd be younger than Willie Nelson.
No, I'm sorry, 90. You're right.
90.
So
okay.
Still younger than that.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty amazing. Anyway, so getting into our show tonight, we have it's a big honor for us to have DJ Cookie Man on the show tonight. DJ Cook has been a friend of our family for many, many years, and lives out in Central California, you'd say. So tell us about SLO for people who don't know SLO in the Louisiana area. Most of our listeners are Louisiana and Texas that stream this. So what's SLO about, and what's your ties to Baton Rouge? What brings you into town?
Well, excited to be here. Thanks for the opportunity to join the show. Let me first say to those that are joining in from California, I've got family and friends that are probably joining in. Hearts and thoughts and prayers are with the folks in Los Angeles County that are dealing with the wildfires and the surprise devastation that's taking place there. So hats off to them and thoughts to them. San Luis Obispo is on the Central Coast, different than Central California. It's almost exactly halfway in between Los Angeles and California.
Los Angeles and San Diego?
Los Angeles and San Francisco. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's it's a wine country, agricultural area, Big Sur, Highway 1, coastal town. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I had a chance to go there. I didn't know what it was, DJ Unit, until Cook went out there, and next thing you know, he's hanging out with geologists, and we're going to wineries, and I thought that was only in Napa Valley, but it turns out there's many climates in California that have wineries, and turns out there's great restaurants and amazing weather and everything else. And but having you back in town is awesome. I know there's a lot of people listening. Shout out to Will Norman and Michael Hackett and all you boys for tuning in. We appreciate you. And so we tried to figure out a theme. Last minute I realized he was coming in town for work and stuff, and I was like, I gotta get him on the show. And what can he do? And talk about your theme that you came up with.
Yeah. So Blake gave me the criteria to limit this to 1975 or before with jazz, funk, country genres. So with that limitation, I was born in 1973 and picked that year to do a deep dive into the music that defined 1973. And I got to say, it was an absolute blast doing the limited research I was able to do on the music of 1973. Unbelievable prolific, songs and creations from that era, inspired by a lot of important, events that happened just before and during 1973.
And so the first two songs you have a little Carly Simon, a little Stevie Wonder. Do you want to play those back to back, or do you want to talk about those or play them then talk about them? What do you think?
Yeah, let's we can tee it up. The theme here for the set list that we'll start with. Some of the key things that happened in 1973: the Watergate scandal, the end of the Vietnam War, inflation, economic stagnation. It was a difficult year that inspired artists to produce music that was reflective of those emotions. So the first two songs by Carly Simon and and Superstition kind of reflect that distrust and political discord from the Watergate scandal. And Carly Simon's song we'll start with here, would love to, after we listen to it, keep an ear out for a uncredited voice in the chorus lines that you might recognize from the era. And
don't Google it.
Yeah, don't Google it.
Don't Google it. So from the No Secrets album in 1973, here she is, Carly Simon.
Son of a gun. You walked into the party like you were walking onto a yacht. Your hat strategically dipped below
And that was Superstition by Stevie Wonder, and you're listening to Hot Cotton Radio here on 96.9 FM, and you're listening to our guest host for the evening, DJ Cook. So tell us a little bit about that Carly Simon album, and I wonder if any of our listeners have sort of figured out who might have been the backup singer.
Yeah, you know, it was when they were recording the song in the studio, Mick Jagger was in the studio and came and joined for that chorus line, and it's uncredited. And then you know, rumors abound that the song was actually about him, which Carly Simon refuted. And then the conspiracy of who it was actually about continued for over a decade, as some people even claim Warren Beatty was one. Called Carly Simon and took credit. Thanks for the song, Carly. Demonstrating his vanity.
Yeah, I don't know anybody would do something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but to have Mick Jagger jump in on your song out of the studio is a great story. Great song, double meaning in the title. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. When I was young and heard this, because again, this is the theory here. Music from 1973. I was born in '73. Obviously, wasn't listening to music then, but Carly Simon that sound was in my home as a kid, and I remember thinking about that. Understanding the double meaning there. Cool title to a great song.
Now it's on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes. Shout out to Tarantino for including that. One of the best soundtracks ever, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. All right, well, moving on. So next up, tell us what we got coming up next.
Yeah, so this next kind of, chapter of the story of 1973 after these Watergate years is more about the end of the Vietnam War and the pain of dealing with the end of it. And the worst part, especially from my perspective, is like this, the soldiers coming home and not being accepted by society and that pain. These next couple of songs touch into that kind of pain, where you've got a longing for home and a return to a more simple life, and the complexities of political angst. And these artists' songs on these, I think there's 3 here that will play. I think the way that I've felt these songs tap into that. The first we're going to start with is Angie by the Rolling Stones. This is actually, wasn't specifically about the Vietnam War. It's more about heroin addiction and recovery. But I feel like that's just like any good song, that pain was representative of some of the pain that was being felt in the country.
All right, and we're going to follow that up with a little Bob Dylan and maybe even some John Denver after that.
When will those clouds all disappear? Angie, where will it lead us from here? With no loving in our souls and no money in our coats. You can't say we're satisfied, Angie, you can't say we never tried. You're beautiful, yeah, but ain't it time we said goodbye? Angie, I still love you. Remember all those nights we cried, all the dreams we held so close seemed to all go up in smoke. Let me whisper in your ear, this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
All right, we have a special call-in from Eric DeWeese, all the way from California. Eric, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
So you're live on the air here at 96.9 FM, WHYR, Baton Rouge. This is the Hot Cotton Radio Show. And how you enjoying the show so far?
Really, all the music and everything you guys have to say. So, enjoying the show.
Well, DJ Cook said that that you have a little experience in 1973. What were times like back then? And tell us about your time being on the radio. I know that you've spent time on the radio as well, and we just want to hear from you.
Okay. Well, actually, I got first radio job at age 15 at a small town station, Illinois, where I grew up, and I actually played the Beatles records when they were first popular. So, and let's see, worked in radio in college, and then got drafted in the Army, and I got out in 71, and long story short, ended up in Baton Rouge, and at the time, there was no public radio there. So I got a group together, and we got WRKF on the air. And that's it. And I'm glad your station's on now. I mean, the FCC finally got around to loosening the rules, so community groups could have a station like it's 96.9, right?
Right, it is. Let me ask you. Back then, did you guys have the same 7 words that you couldn't say? Because I'm looking at them right now.
Yes.
The 7 FCC violations I'm looking at right now. I'm wondering if they're the same 7.
Yeah, George Carlin was famous for that.
You know what those are. I literally can repeat them in my mind. I've looked at them so much.
Yeah. Well, the FCC has to justify their existence, so they come up with stuff like that.
I've read that, yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, how about 1973? Does that take you back? And do you have anything that comes to mind listening to this music? Like, were you listening to this in the car driving to work or school or something?
Well, actually, that's when I moved to Baton Rouge, and I'd been living in Chicago, and then I took a job. I moved from Chicago to Lafayette, Louisiana. Lived there for 1 year, and then to Baton Rouge in 1973. And, the Vietnam War was winding down. In those days, people didn't say they were Vietnam vets because there was none of this, thank you for your service. We were not looked upon kindly in those days. And the music, I heard you play Carly Simon, You're So Vain. And I think she did the world a favor because we've had a lot of fun speculating who she was talking about.
Yeah.
So, and I've heard everybody from David Crosby and Warren Beatty and who knows. And the best explanation I heard, I think, is she once, or somebody said it was really an amalgamation of a lot of guys she dated.
It's like every man. It's almost every male figure to some degree.
Yes. Not that us guys ever have a swelled head and think it's all about us.
Not me for sure. Well, cool, man. Well, we appreciate your support of community radio for the past, 50 years almost, right? So,
Right,
and I hope you stay tuned for the rest of the show. Have a good night. Thank you.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hours, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads.
That was awesome. Having a true legend of the radio. Golly, he spent a lot of time on there. He seemed comfortable, G-Money. What do you think?
He seemed like a professional.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
So I can relate to that.
Anyway, so moving on, we have a lot of listeners. We have Will Norman listening in, and Colin Smith, who I think was reporting on the thematic structure. We need to start working the phrase thematic structure into our everyday conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just need to. There's certain words and phrases that we need to work in.
Yeah.
When you're talking about like what you're going to order as a sandwich, like you might talk about the thematic structure of the sandwich, whether it's like an Italian style sandwich or other,
That's right.
that's a good theme. Couple words. Anyway, Cookie Man, where are we going from here?
Yeah. So I'm still caught up with thematic structure and yeah. So Country Road. I mean, John Denver. That's such a wholesome sound. But I got a little side story real quick, if I can.
You do.
I was in Jackson Hole, left LSU. I was a finance major, struggling, not really liking it. Went out and got a job on a ranch in Jackson Hole. And I was out there, and there was 2 incidents that the first summer I was there. I was a ranch hand on a dude ranch in Moose, Wyoming. 2 incidents at the airport. One was Bill Clinton came out and visited, and his C-130 crashed with some confidential files, and they had like the whole incident out there with Secret Service was out there for months.
While he was president?
This is while he was president, first term. John Denver was in Jackson Hole and tried to take off from the Jackson Hole airport and got a DUI. I did not know you could get a DUI in a plane.
Flying the plane?
Yeah, he got a DUI. And
he's a pilot. He flies?
Well, that's how he died. He flew his plane out into the Pacific, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Are you the data guy? Can we look that up?
Well,
he's the attorney.
He's just the attorney.
TaylorPorter.com.
I'm pretty sure.
Flying drunk is a
Phone's ringing.
That's definitely a crime. But I think that's how John Denver died, is he flew his plane out into the Pacific. But yeah, well, I'm sorry. Where were we? So then, again, this is about like this coming home, and the next song. Sorry, brother.
We're talking about the band. It's gonna be next with Ain't Got No Home and Elton John.
It's been kind of serious so far, and it's this 1973, and it's kind of deep. This song starts to lighten it up a little bit. Again, this is a cover song from tying it back to the theme of the show. Play the song, another song about coming home, and this one starts to lighten it up a little bit. God bless the band, and I'm sure the returning soldiers and the whole the whole country wanted to lighten it up a little bit. This song makes me feel good after a couple of deep, heavy songs.
And it's got a hell of an album name, The Moondog Matinee. You're listening to High Cotton Radio here on 96.9 FM. It's DJ Cook. There's other things going on besides war in 1973.
Yeah, when I think about that era, again, we were just talking shag carpet, funkiness. Wasn't just all Vietnam and Watergate. It starts to get fun with the things that happened that year. The Roe versus Wade was 1973. The women's rights were happening. It was a free love. I think people were worn out from being so serious. That's where you get this super funky aspect of that year. The car of the year, in my opinion, Pontiac Firebird. There's a lot of fun, funky stuff happening. So, in that theme, we should head over to some Al Green. We just got a call and request for some Al Green.
Yeah, thank you guys for calling in. If you guys want to call in and request something, we got a few minutes left here. 343-9927. That's 225-343-9927. Here he is, the minister.
I can't believe that it's real. The way that you made me feel.
Request was from our dear friend of the show, Colin Smith, who came on for that Chris Christopherson tribute and just crushed. That was so cool. So thanks for calling in and thanks for supporting community radio. One of the things that I love about Cook is it's always good for me when I have folks who are a few years ahead of me. I can kind of watch what they're doing, pick up some things, pluses, minuses, everything in between, and they get to teach me about stuff, right? And I remember being out in SLO visiting him once, and he taught me about this guy called Willie Nelson. Of course, I knew who Willie Nelson was. I maybe even have a T-shirt or a CD or something, but I didn't understand. Like, I wasn't fully indoctrinated to Shotgun Willie and to Devil in a Sleeping Bag and all that stuff. And late night after an awesome, fun dinner, we were kind of driving around the coast listening to it, and that's where I truly kind of started to understand a little bit. And so one of the things that you were talking about is that 73 was also when Willie was making a change for himself.
Yeah, we don't have time for me to rebut any of that, especially like the age dig there.
You are a little older than I am. I mean,
it's technically
factually true.
Yeah, so so hats off. Thank you so much, Eric, for calling in. I did not know Eric's my stepfather, married to my mom, and love him. And he called in earlier with giving us his amazing history with WRKF, and I did not know he moved. That was the year he moved from Chicago to Lafayette. 1973 was the year that Willie Nelson moved from Nashville to Austin. I did not know that before preparing for this show a little bit, and that whole Willie Nelson Austin scene did not exist before 1973. I went to Lukenbach. That was like our thing in college. We would go to the Lukenbach 4th of July picnic. Back before anybody knew what, it wasn't necessarily cool.
Before country was cool, yeah.
Before, yeah. You're back I'm going to take value from you dating me.
Please.
It was cooler then. But we would go to Lukenbach. I can remember they had Lone Star beer, and we went all out there as a crew, and we would drink Lone Star beer and listen to Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings, and it was amazing, And then as the years, I've seen Willie Nelson a dozen times and got to introduce you to him a little bit, apparently.
You did.
But I've got witnesses to this. I think Willie Nelson thinks he knows me.
Really?
There's a thing.
In what way?
I think I look like somebody that he knows in a way because he's pointed to me. He threw his hat to me at Red Rocks.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a friend, Susie Sackman, who's no way she's tuning in, but probably somebody tuning in that knows her that can maybe verify this. We were at Red Rocks. He threw his hat to me.
Okay.
My friend Josh Palmenter was with me at Tipitina's. Oh, no, I'm sorry, at House of Blues in New Orleans. Willie pointed at me.
Right at you, not at Josh, because Josh is also a handsome man. Like, you never know.
The song, the "I'm So Vain" song, could be about Josh too, the Palmentiers. But Josh looked at me. He was like, "I think he's pointing at you," and cause otherwise I wouldn't bring this up because it sounds ridiculous, right?
He does smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, but why? There's so many people in the crowd. Why point at me?
Yeah,
but anyway, that's what.
That's big.
Yeah, to throw a hat. Now these could be all random coincidences, but I mean. Wow. Willie, you got to go to the Willie Nelson's birthday party, and
the 90th birthday was so cool.
We talked a little bit about that earlier. Willie is a national treasure.
Yes, he is.
And the artists that were there, that was amazing. And you got to tell me a little bit about that.
Well, my at the time he was 8 years old. Was crying during Mama's Don't Let Your Babies, just watching my wife and he kind of dance back and forth, and he's like in tears. I'm like, well, golly, that's pretty neat, for a kid that's 8 years old. Now, he'd also had like multiple Laffy Taffies and Skittles at that point, so it could be like overdosed on that. But let's hear what Willie has to say about it, y'all.
You're going by the mill, cause the bridge you washed out at the bottom of the hill. The big creek's up and the little creek's level. Plow my corn with a double shovel. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you ain't stay a little longer. Sitting in the window singing to my love. Slop bucket fell from the window above. Mule and the grasshopper eating ice cream. Mule got sick, so they laid him on the beam. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you can't stay a little longer.
my blue-eyed Sally. She lives away down on Shinbone Alley. The number on the gate, number on the door. The next house over is a grocery store. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you can't stay a little longer. Stay all night, stay a little longer. Dance all night, dance a little longer. Pull off your coat, throw it in the corner. Don't see why you don't stay a little longer. Don't see why you can't stay a little longer.
Bring us home, Cookie Man.
You know, it's so great to be back home here in Louisiana, and you think about, you know, what makes Louisiana great. There's so many things, and the music, the food, the attitudes. And as we're dealing with these, you're thinking of these fires in California and tough times and going through tough times. And I've been here through the hurricanes, and I remember, you know, with Bruce Springsteen at Jazz Fest coming out and singing those songs about floods and how cathartic that could be. In 1973, when you're dealing with all this seriousness, New Orleans in 1973, you know, a place you go, it's the city that CARE forgot about. Yeah. It's the Big Easy. And when all this seriousness and people aren't accepting veterans, or if you got inflation and you don't have any, you know, it's hard to make a living, you go down to New Orleans and you listen to Dr. John. And you have that release, and it's the music, and it's the food, and it's 1973. And this particular song for me, and I've had the benefit of living in New Orleans for a little bit, and when I hear this song, I feel like I'm back in that wonderful city, which has also been through, you know, so much recent difficulty. So to New Orleans, to the people in California and Los Angeles that are suffering, to all the people that might be listening or feeling a little bit too serious, here's a little lightness.
Such a night, it's such a night, sweet confusion under the moonlight. Such a night, such a night.